Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Sandal College Boys Section Online Class Second Year. My dear students and my viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Here is Akhtar Said, your English teacher, with another lecture on a very important essay, that is women's place in our society. I must tell you that this essay is very much important from the examination point of view. Let's start with the outline first. Number 1, status of women in the past. Number 2, place of women in various nations. Number 3, man and woman equal rights now. Number 4, contribution of women to society. Number 5, great women of the past. Number 6, main duty of women. The hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. There was a time when people used to think that woman was for hearth only. She was subordinate to man. Her whole life was spent in showering affection upon others. Women never enjoyed status and respect in the past. For a very long time, she was unable to raise her status from a mere household drudge. You can tell the condition of a nation by looking at the status of its women. She was forced to run the house and do all its furnishing, cleaning, sweeping, dusting, washing, cooking, and so on. Besides this, she had to rear her children and serve her husband. She was no better than a slave. They were denied of education and strictly confined to the four walls of the house. It was a common belief that women were created only to please. In Roman law, a woman was completely dependent. If married, all her property went to her husband. In Mosaic law, the consent of a girl was not taken for marriage, and divorce was a privilege of her husband. In Christians, women were represented as door of hell and mother of all human ills. Women are the largest untapped reservoir of talent in the world. In Arabia before Islam, women were the most affected. They were treated like animals. They were only used as toys and they were worse than slaves. The newborn baby girls were buried alive. In the midst of such darkness, the divine revelation echoed in the wide desert of Arabia in the 7th century. This message reveals the importance of women in the society, her rights, and her respect. O mankind, fear your Lord, who created you from one soul and created from it its mate and dispersed from both of them many men and women. God has blessed both genders with inherent dignity and has made men and women collectively the trustees on earth. This changed the outlook of the whole world about women. Now, women enjoy respect and status both. They are playing their due roles in all walks of life. The concept of male-dominant society is on the decline now. It is Islam that came to rescue women. Now, they have rights to get education, economic independence, and inheritance. You educate a man, you educate a man. You educate a woman, you educate a generation. Man and woman have been rightly compared to the wheels of the same carriage. The carriage cannot work properly if one of the wheels is defective. So women are an integral part of society. Women have proved that they are inferior to none. They have social, financial, and matrimonial independence. They are no more confined to the four walls of their houses. They enjoy better status as a daughter, sister, wife, and mother. A mother's status is considered to be second to worship of God. The main responsibility of woman is to preserve human race. For this, she has to bear many hardships. She gives birth to children, feeds them, and helps them to grow. It is said, "Paradise lies under the feet of mother." Women have always played an important role in the development of a nation. In early days of Islam, women worked side by side with men. The history of Muslims is full of names of women who are eminent scholars, poets, and Sufis such as Hazrat Zainab, Hazrat Sakina, and Hazrat Rabia. They are also entitled to express freedom and put forward their opinions on public, legislative, and religious matters. Women constitute nearly half of the population of Pakistan. The country where women are kept in ignorance is destined to be doomed. The history of the developed countries affords increasing evidence that the progress of a country has always synchronized with the liberation and education of women. If women are expected to do the same work as men, we must teach them the same things. Today, the world has undergone a sea of change. The new economic affairs have impelled women to come out of their homes and join various professions in order to supplement the income of their menfolk. But women by nature are tender, compassionate, and sympathetic. They can therefore become good teachers, nurses, physicians, journalists, wardens of orphanages, and old homes for the old and poor persons. This is, however, not to say that they cannot succeed in other professions. Be respectful to women as they are the mothers of mankind. Some people object to nursing as something anti-Islamic. They are totally mistaken, for the pages of history give a vivid account of the brave Muslim women who helped the wounded Muslim warriors in the battlefields. The dramatic spread of education has enormously contributed to the positive approach of men towards women's careers. Give me good mothers, and I'll give you a good nation. Modern women are no longer ignorant and shy as women had been up to the near past. Now they are considerably brave and have a lot of confidence to accomplish the tasks assigned to them. She has got the complete liberty to decide her affairs quite independently. Man no more enjoys the right to impose his authority on woman. She has virtually emerged as an earning member of the family, for today men and women have to be the joint operators of the economic switchboard. A science career for women is now almost as acceptable as being a cheerleader. Woman is recognized as a full and equal partner of man in the procreation of mankind. Man is a father, woman is a mother, and both are essential for life. Her role is no less vital than his. By this partnership, she has an equal share in every aspect. She is entitled to equal rights. She is acknowledged as an independent personality in possession of human qualities and worthy of spiritual aspirations. Her human nature is neither inferior nor deviant from that of a man. I commend you to be good to women, said by Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Today, every nation grants women equal rights to contracts, to enterprise, to earn and possess independently. Her life, her property, her honor are as sacred as those of men. Today, the place of women in our society is something unique, something that has no similarity. Women hold up half the sky, and women for their part are determined to keep their half raised at the same height as held up by men. There are many examples in our history and today's world where women became a source of respect and honor for their nation. Dr. Ruth Pfau was a German lady. She gave her whole life to the patients suffering from leprosy. She became a source of pride for us. Maryam Mukhtiar was a flying fighter. Malala Yousafzai was shot just because of her struggle for the education of girls. Mother Teresa was also a very kind and pious lady that she is remembered by the whole world. Our world's history is witness how women played a vital role during wars and how they stood for their nation. Many women ruled over their respective countries like Razia Sultana, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria, etc. A woman is a full circle within her, has the power to create, nurture, and transform. The main duty of woman is to be a good wife and a good mother. She is to look after the house and manage it to the best of her ability. She should not neglect her duties as wife or a mother. If she does not do so, society will collapse. Constitution has conferred upon women an enviable place. They should not misuse and misunderstand the power and rights given to them. They should participate very wisely in the main flow of life and contribute to peace, progress, and prosperity of the country. They should remain peaceful with themselves and with forces of nature around them. After women, flowers are the most lovely thing God has given the world. That's all of today's lecture, dear students. I hope, dear students, that you would like this humble effort of mine. I assure you, if you write this essay in your examination, you will get very good marks. I also want to tell you that you can watch other important essays on my YouTube channel as well. I would wait for your comments. If you have any question, if you have any problem, you may comment in the comment section below and you will find inshallah me there to answer your questions. Till some next lecture, take a very good care of yourself and your dear ones. Thank you very much.